The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
It's our last show before a game. It is our last show before a game. This is Mick Shots. There we go.
Go, Dallas Cowboys!
That's the last show of the year, too.
That was a pretty good clue. Or
cue. One final time in 2025.
one last rope us.
All right, ready to ring in the new year with a big victory on Sunday against the New York Football Giants. Everson Walls' former teams going up against each other, and
neither one of them are worth jack.
And this is our throwback to the glory days for both those teams on this edition of Mick
You're not
Shots.
excited, it sounds like.
Bill Jones, Everson Walls, Mickey Spagnola. Heckma Harrison, I'm told, is on assignment today.
On assignment?
Yes, he's on assignment. He shall return
Sounds
on
like he's
Monday.
in Cuba or something.
When we kick off the off season on Monday. At 11 a.m. we will be here throughout the off season.
So is it better to know when the off season is going to start?
No, it's not better.
Or is it better when it just ends? Like
it's better when it ends abruptly.
Abruptly.
Yeah, that's the lesser of the evils right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Abrupt ending.
Because that means that you've made the playoffs, right?
Or you were at least in
Well, you
the hunt,
you
right?
made it,
Yeah.
and now you're out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But when your season basically ends 3 weeks early and you can plan in advance that, okay, the off season starts January 5th, that's not a good thing.
You know, we haven't had that many of these, though.
No, we haven't.
This century.
It does make me get on my soapbox and say, all right, you're talking about going to an 18-game schedule? It's hard enough to get through a 17-game schedule.
And everyone's getting hurt all the time anyway.
You know what? I
Don't need more games.
I'm serious. I don't think this 17-game schedule is good. I mean, as much football as I love to watch, whatever, but when you look across the league and see what quarterbacks are playing these last 2 or 3 weeks of the season and the way things have been decided. I mean, basically, we've known for a couple of weeks now who all the playoff teams are. They're jockeying for position. We don't know. Right now, the only ones we don't know that are going to make the playoffs are whoever wins the AFC North or the NFC South. And it makes these division games obsolete when divisions have already been decided. You know, 3/4 of the divisions have been decided before you even get to the last couple of weeks of the season.
All but one, right?
But when you're scheduling division games the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they can anticipate the fact that, the Cowboys will be that far behind Philly or.
My point is, the more games you play, the more separation there is between the haves and the have-nots.
And that's inevitable. That is inevitable. That's
Right.
That's
The
true.
potential separation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, but we're going to go to 18 games now.
So this is a done deal.
No, it's not done, but
Thank
it's going to happen at some point here in the next couple of years.
But just think of all the excitement you get in 17 games, right?
No, just think about the next 3 years. They're going to put it up to 19 games.
And
I'm sure they'll squeeze as much as they can out of it.
But and especially with the ability to the liberal use of the practice squad and injured reserve and all of that stuff, you've got so many guys playing in these games in December that had no clue in August, and I'm talking like special teams players especially, had no clue in August that they would even make the team, and they're playing the what should be the most critical month of the season.
Practice squad players.
They're starting.
Yeah, and some of them are starting. That's right.
Some more will start on Sunday.
I mean, if you go back and look at the rosters all season for all the teams, I bet you there's an average, if you include the active roster, the practice squad, injured reserve, every team has used over 80 players.
So having said all of that, and the danger of losing all of these players, what do you think about the decision for Dak to play in this last game? I mean, we just brought it out yesterday, and, no one said what the hell's going on. We just kind of acted like there was something normal, which, I have to look at this risk here. Did anyone bring that up during the press conference about the risk of
Press conference is at 12:20.
No, but the press conference on Monday where
when he brought it up,
Schottenheimer
that was when he
said
brought it
we're
up.
going to play to
Oh,
win.
and they did. And he basically said, we've got a record, and we are signed up to play 17 games.
And it's a winning culture that we are building here.
That's right.
And so that was the answer, basically.
And that's why some people are no longer in the culture.
Which segues to another story.
No, don't segue yet.
No, I'm not.
No,
I don't want to segue. I don't want to segue.
No, but what do we think about this? Because I think it's a bit dangerous.
I think
when you're talking about how
you play. I think you play.
I would say, okay, you say that he play. Let's say that he just starts.
See, I wonder how long he's going to play.
Yeah,
I think the game will dictate how long he goes.
Yeah.
If they get off to a really good start, then maybe a half. If they get off to a really bad start, he's out.
I must admit, I love the Commanders game. I really thought that was exciting. I love this energy in the game. But, man, he took some blows. That's when you look at the blows that he took in that game, you look at the potential blows he could take in this one, a couple of those really could have ended in some type of injury, especially the one where he got hit twice accidentally. The DB didn't know that. But that game there, that hit there, had a potential to jam his neck down a little bit, hurt his shoulder even, because he wasn't expecting it. And I get that. That won't necessarily happen in any other games. But just a regular sack, by hitting by two people, something could happen in that game to where you're going to look back at it.
Or you're rehabbing all offseason
right?
rather than
instead of
participating
getting even better at what you're doing now.
So, and we'll get to where we need to go. Mm-hmm. But you would have been okay if they told you in '86, you got to play, but the quarterback, we're going to save him.
Yeah, I would.
You would have been.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have felt
indignant
that I got to play.
It's standard. It's standard.
Okay.
It's just standard. We were already accustomed to that, even back in 1980, whatever. We were already accustomed to that, so it wasn't anything new.
Although those quarterbacks were in '88, '89, Troy ended up starting the last game.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he came back from missing 5.
Well, it is a different thing when you've got a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Who
What do
you
needs
think-
the experience.
That's a bad
Do you
example.
think but do you think Troy had a lot to do with him playing in that? Do you think that he was totally on board with that?
Playing the last game in '80.
Yeah, after missing.
absolutely.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
And I think Dak
do
wants
too.
to play this game.
I know. That's my point. You have to get them out of their own way. I'm sorry, guys.
All right,
I haven't said that. If they asked me not to play, I'd be a little bit upset, but I totally understand it. But yeah, I'd want to play because,
So what other players do you think should be protected and not play?
our Pro Bowl players, all our Pro Bowl players.
Gotta get a kicker
those
then.
guys. Yeah, kicker.
Kicker's got to play.
All right, so the Pro Bowl players are
Did Anger didn't make the Pro Bowl?
no. But the Pro Bowl
Let him
players
kick
are
a field
Quinnen
goal.
Williams
He can kick
on
field
defense.
goals. Is that what you were thinking?
So Quinnen Williams on defense,
Yeah.
and George Pickens,
Yeah, Quinnen needs to chill.
Okay, how about
Quinnen's been
Pickens?
banged up. Pickens, yes.
free agent to
yes,
be.
Yes.
Even in his own personal interest, if you were in George Pickens' shoes, not knowing where you're going to play next year,
Yeah.
and knowing what season you've had and the stats you've already put up, and how you might be able to add a little bit to it, you're shaking your head.
It won't make a difference.
Nope.
He's already
Protect
where he's
your-
going to be. He's already where
You're opting out. If you're playing in a college bowl game,
he cannot improve his position because he's always at the top.
all right,
He's
and so
already at the top.
we'll take this to your college days, and let's say you were a first-round pick and not undrafted,
Yeah.
and you're going into your bowl game, and it's a meaningless bowl game.
Pop-Tart bowl game.
You're opting out, right?
out, yeah.
Yeah. And so Tyler Smith's the other Pro Bowler, left tackle, left guard, and then how about CD?
Oh, yeah. No, he's out.
Yeah. So it's Pro Bowl players and highest
should have been Pro Bowl
Javante also. He's probably out anyway, shoulder maybe.
Yeah.
But I'd say
he's
Javante.
probably out.
I think we're seeing young guys. You okay?
How about DeMarvion Overshown? Did not play last week with a concussion, and he says he would like to play. He feels like he'll be cleared, and he would like to play because he's just now getting back into the flow of playing in NFL.
This is going to be that bowl game that's played on a Tuesday night in the MAC.
That's right.
In the MAC conference.
That's right.
And even those guys are graduating.
The only thing that will it's like the tree falling in the forest, and if it doesn't make a noise, if nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
And the only way it makes a noise is if somebody gets hurt.
That's right. That's true. This is what this game is about. And this is like the Saints versus the Titans. Not that we're all that sorry, but the records don't indicate that as well. But you're just talking about the significance of these games. Let some of these young guys get out there and give them a chance to play. Man, I think that would be it'd be great for you to just see all these new faces out there.
We're already out there.
I mean, the other ones.
They're all playing.
Okay, Joe Milton.
Get the practice squad players out
You
there.
want to see Joe Milton play?
I do. I would like to see Joe Milton play. He deserves it. I mean, he said
this could be his annual game where he plays the last game of the year, which is what he did last year with the
against a crummy team too, right?
Well,
it was all
team. Buffalo.
It was Buffalo, but they played
guys.
all.
I would have Dak in my ear at all times, getting me ready for this game. And,
I still wouldn't be surprised, even though they're saying at the beginning of the week that they're treating this like we're playing to win.
Yeah.
We're the preparation.
But you have to say that. Otherwise, no one's going to show up
of
at
course
practice.
they're going
That's
to play
why
to win.
I would not.
Even if you got practice players, you're still going to play to win.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get to Sunday
and they change their
and
mind.
they say, Milton, you're starting.
Yeah. Or maybe just
where Dak
one
is right
series,
there on the sideline, suited up, so he's engaged. He's
Why
been
would
engaged.
they do that? Why make that so dramatic? What they should
Because
do,
they may be in
give
that
Dak
position.
one series and let him go.
But you
man.
got to, all right, out here on the practice field where there are going to be football players on a football field here within the next half hour or so, that's where you decide in the preparation for this game whether Joe Milton's going to get any reps in this game or not, because he needs reps out there on the practice field.
That's so
Because
true.
he's had none.
That's so true. So true.
So that's why the decision has to be made on Wednesday.
You okay playing a guy that didn't play last week but wants to play, Logan Wilson?
Why didn't he play last week?
They said it was a mistake.
What?
They only played 41 snaps.
In the entire game, there were 21 snaps in the first half, and I think it was 43 total.
43,
but
okay.
21 snaps in the first half and 22 in the second. And when you go back and look at it, the Cowboys had the long drives
They
on
sure
offense.
did. Yes,
and
they-
so
more than one,
here's
though.
and so I'm just putting my Dave Borgonzi linebackers coach cap on here. Okay, how often have the Cowboys been up 21-3 in a game?
Right.
Yeah.
They're up 21-3,
Jets game.
and Washington has had the ball twice, and Kenneth Murray's been on the field, and you're sitting there going, we're up 21-3. Right. We got a pretty darn good thing going here. Murray, just go out and take another series.
Right.
Well, they scored a touchdown on that series. Now it's 21-10. So now it's halftime.
Right.
They only had 3 possessions in the first half, Washington did. Right. And so you've missed your opportunity. And that's where Schottenheimer said in the second half is when they, as a staff, made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I just forgot about the guy.
He must be a very quiet young man.
Yeah, I was going to say,
it's
can
like
you imagine Everson?
No, you cannot imagine Everson.
If he's not out there for one play, much less 3 series in the first half. And what about me?
You just took me back to we talked junior high basketball, and somebody always asked me, it's like, why do you always sit forward like that? I said, because I sat on the bench and I wanted the coach to know, hey,
that's right.
I'm here.
When he looked down the line, man,
yeah. Oh, we didn't put him in.
Right in the line of sight.
What happened to the rotation?
If you're just listening and not watching, Mickey was leaning forward in his chair. So Mickey's got an idea today. He's come up with a good idea here on the last day of the year.
Finally.
he finally came up with a good idea that, Brian Shottenheimer's press conference is coming up at roughly 12:20.
Okay.
And Mickey had the idea maybe we take the start of it live and just hear what he has to say when he's asked a question about the news of the day yesterday.
About
the Trevon Diggs
decision on Trevon Diggs.
Yeah.
You think that'll be the first question?
You think? If it's not, every one of those other guys ought to get fired.
No,
right?
no. The other guys be like, forget that guy.
So what
No,
did you decide
never
about
mind.
Dak? Sort of like we just.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the break on time for the first time all year at 12:15, and that gives us time to come back
And hopefully
set
he
the
doesn't
stage
start early.
for Brian Shottenheimer. And I'm thinking he's not going to start early. But anyway, we'll be back in just a moment with Shotty here on Mick Shots.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, recognizes NFL players who have exhibited excellence on the field and whose passion to impact lives extend beyond the game. Help Dallas Cowboys club winner Solomon Thomas raise funds for the defensive line by casting your charity challenge vote at NFL.com/Man of the Year or tweet using the hashtag WPMOY challenge. Bam.
Okay.
Good.
Do that now for Solomon Thomas.
Solomon.
All right. One other note on the Logan Wilson not getting any snaps last week. The green dot part of that, he wears a green dot. Kenneth Murray wears a green dot. And what Schottenheimer said, it can become complicated on that. You can't just go in and steal a rep when you're wearing the green dot because of the communication device. You basically have to make the decision at the beginning of a series. And so that also limits the
Can you have both
opportunities.
two green dots in at the same
If
time?
only one can be on. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
We're setting the table here for Schottenheimer's press conference, our first opportunity to hear from him since the release of Trevon Diggs, and
In
we'll
the
see
middle
if he,
of our show yesterday.
Yep, and we'll see if he clears waiver. Oh, if
How
he clears
dare they.
waivers. 3:00 this afternoon, we'll know whether another team picks him up or not off waivers.
What do you think?
I think they will.
It's inexpensive.
It's $479,000. It's a game check for him.
So and another team that
Al Harris already made the call.
another team that doesn't need him but's in the playoffs might pick him up to prevent another team from picking him up. Although if they've been watching him play, they would hope to pick him up.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't bump.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And do you have anything to add on Trevon?
No, because everybody's coming up with like, well, they did it because of this, they did it because of that, they did it because of a plane ride. They were going to do it anyway. This was a foregone conclusion.
Yeah,
they were not going to play football with him next year.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Would you like to hear what Trevon posted on Instagram?
I would.
I guess.
Everson would like to, and Mickey may not. Trevon posted this. I want to thank the Dallas Cowboys organization for the opportunity they gave me and for changing my life, both on and off the field. I'll always be grateful for what my time here meant for me and my family. I want to thank all the coaches and staff who believed in me, pushed me, and helped me grow as a player and as a man. I'm thankful for the relationships and brotherhood I built in that locker room. Those bonds will always mean a lot to me. With that said, I'm excited for a new journey and a fresh start. I'm motivated, focused, and ready for what's next. To the fans who supported me throughout this journey, you are truly appreciated. Thank you for the love and support along the way. God is great, with a heart and a prayer sign.
Now, unpurse your lips, Spags. It's okay. It wasn't anything nasty. 'Cause I guess. It's classy, man. That was a classy.
His agent wrote it.
That's a good one.
You got to open the market, right? Don't be mad and pissed, right? Be grateful.
Oh, boy.
Well, maybe he didn't want to be here in the first place.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, he did everything to sabotage it, starting with,
the off season.
The off season, yeah, absolutely. And
That's still so baffling to me. I just don't.
one thing
understand
after
it.
another.
Yeah.
And
that was even before the whole Parsons thing went down as well.
Yeah.
So.
And the knee surgery he had was significant. It was difficult.
Yes.
And it was going to be a difficult rehab. And you choose to do it from afar. And
I think part of it is just at least pretend to be engaged with the team.
Yes. And he didn't become engaged with the team until he saw they got rid of Parsons.
Well, he wasn't engaged with the team in training camp.
There are some guys who just have a certain personality type of way of doing things in regards to they can't fake it. They just can't fake it. They just can't. I mean, and at times they resent faking it. He seemed to be one of those guys that if he doesn't feel it, he can't do it, good or bad. Some people they're just not good at playing that role. They're not good at compromising in that regard.
Well, and the other thing is, this is why when you hand out these type of contracts, you got to know who you're handing them out to, right? You got to know that even though
they going to be all in?
He made his money, he's not going to take the money and run.
You want to hear that from him.
Yeah.
You want to hear that from him before we even go through with this process. Say, hey, man, are you feeling us? Are we good? Right?
And I think that had a lot to do with Jerry's hesitancy on Micah.
Yes, no doubt about it.
Think about
that is no doubt about
how many times he had said that when you're paying out a contract like this with guaranteed money, I need leaders. I need guys that are leaders.
That's right.
And all of a sudden, Parsons started showing up in the locker room, started playing ping pong. Not that means you're a leader, but he was engaging with the team, right?
Part of the culture.
Right.
Especially when you know Parsons' personality is that he can be one of the leaders of the team if he is bought in to the team concept.
That's the reason they signed him out of Penn State, because that was already known.
Right.
That he was a locker room guy.
And think about Schottenheimer's play in this. It's been kind of a silent play. He was here 3 years before this. He knew what those guys did or didn't do, how they acted. He didn't have a voice then, but I bet he has a voice now. I bet he didn't appreciate those two do, and I know this sounds so insignificant, the warm-ups before practice, the two of them off to the side by themselves, instead of being in the line with the cornerbacks and the defensive ends. They're off to their side.
There's no doubt about it.
And he saw it,
yeah,
but he didn't have the voice to say anything at that time. John Fossil had the voice, and he confronted him.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was told. He went up to him and goes, hey, you two so-and-sos, are you with this team or not with the team?
You know, to me, when you see something like that, I get it how you want things to just kind of organically work out at times. But there are times when you say, okay, I don't want to make a big statement on this, but I want my thoughts to be known by you.
Right.
What's going on?
Give you a chance.
Yeah,
to,
I'm not going to wait too long for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I don't want to wait too long to just address it in a way to where you understand where I'm coming from as a leader. I'm talking to you as a leader now. I'm a coach. As a leader, you understand, you can see, right, how this kind of looks, right? This is just me and you talking man to man, leader to leader. Those kind of conversations can be had without someone getting all the hair raising up on the back of somebody getting upset about something.
And you know, to emphasize that, when DeMarcus Lawrence left, he didn't say what he said just to be funny, right? He saw. Players see. You guys see if someone's not engaged.
Right.
Malik Hooker said what he had to say about Parsons. And, choose to do it in social media. You'd like them to do it in the locker room, right? But guys know. And it's like, well, if he can get away with that, maybe I don't have to show up for a meeting in Vegas.
Well, yeah, and that's why when you're talking about a locker room, and back in the day, coaches didn't really care much about the locker room. It was what it was.
Right.
And if you had strife in the locker room, which was a lot of it back in the day, somehow when we got on that field, we were, especially this team, with the teams I was on, we had a lot of stuff going on from player to player not liking each other. But, man, when we got in that huddle, at that time, with no social media and all that kind of stuff, we were able to squash that quickly. Now, you might get back on the sidelines and still have some stuff going on that needs to be ironed out, but it would never affect the way you played or what kind of love you're giving your teammate. I had problems with a couple of teammates, but, man, when you make that sack for me, you my boy. You my man, So those kind of things, they iron themselves out for the moment, to where it doesn't become something that's lingering on the field.
Which makes it interesting when you fast forward to the Cowboys' decision and here in the next few months on George Pickens, as Brian Shottenheimer is walking into the press conference. I was going to say on Pickens, they've had since May, they've had an opportunity to see Pickens and try to figure out if that's real, whether they want to do.
Okay, good.
Right. Schottenheimer.
Where you work? The Dallas Morning News.
Nice.
What's the reasoning behind releasing Trevon Diggs?
Yeah, I just, in looking at it, we came up with the decision. It was really a culmination of multiple factors, performance, other elements. He's been an incredible player for this organization, and I truly do. I like Trevon a lot. I wish him nothing but the best, and I'm, excited to see where he lands and watch him continue his career.
Seems as if that he wanted to stay in the D.C. area, and apparently you said no. How was that play a factor into what ended up doing?
Yeah, it was one of many factors. It was not the only factor. I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. Okay, I love Christmas. I love my family. But at the end of the day, we have a protocol that we go through, and the process was not followed. First time I heard about it, Trevon, grabbed me after the game, and I'm celebrating a big win, and I explained to him the protocol, which has always been the protocol of we go up as a team, we come back as a team, and he decided to make a different decision. But I'll say this, Calvin, it was not the only reason that this decision was made.
Clarence Dallas Cowboys, regarding that protocol, so it didn't matter when he asked. You go up to the team, back to the team. If he asked Monday, if he asked before the game. It didn't matter when it was.
Yeah.
It was
my protocol, unless there's a family emergency or something specific, the protocol is we all go up. And other players had asked earlier in the week, and they were told the same thing. And I made that very clear to Trevon, and he certainly didn't agree. And that's okay. That's his prerogative. But at the end of the day, I want to make this very clear. That was not the only reason that this happened. This happened for multiple factors, performance, other elements over the course of time. And I truly do wish him nothing but the best. I told him that yesterday when I talked to him. I said, I'm excited to see you continue your career.
Why did things not work with him? Did he not buy into the coach outside of the performance? Was it a disconnect all the time, or when did it become a disconnect with him?
No, I mean, I think, it's one of those situations when I look back on it, like I said, I really do like Trevon. I want what's best for him. I think at the end of the day, maybe he doesn't like some of the things that we did. I don't know. You guys have to ask him that. But again, I thought he was trying to do better. And like I said, I wish him nothing but the best of luck. And we'll see where he lands. I'm sure he'll land on his feet and continue to play good football.
Shifting to the Giants game real quickly. Any different decision made on Dak Prescott? Will he play? Will he start? How long will he play? Where are you in that process?
Yeah, Dak will start the game. Dak will certainly play. We're playing to win the game. I talked to the team today just about the importance of us, trying to finish strong and get to 8-1. And as we build a championship football team, I think we're learning that you have to dominate your division. And a chance to go 5-1 in the division is, I think, something that would be really cool for us to be able to have that. But again, we're going to play the game and see how the game goes. And I certainly can, adjust my thinking if I deem it, fit and reasonable to do.
Okay, there it is. Brian Shottenheimer answering the question on Trevon Diggs. And Dak will start the game.
I had a question I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can pass it along and someone can ask it for you.
What about the multiple factors?
Mm-hmm.
What were they?
On Trevon.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could start with not rehabbing here. We can start with whatever happened, why he ended up on injured reserve. The other factors were he didn't play well when he played.
Mm-hmm. And performance was the first thing that he said.
Yeah. So, I think that's why everybody all of a sudden jumped on this, he stayed behind for Christmas. They cut him. Well, had he been one of the Pro Bowl players, I bet he's not cut, right? There was things. Look, I'll just go back to what I said. It was inevitable. This was going to happen. They were trying to keep him healthy so they could release him at the end of the year. And if Deron Bland doesn't get hurt, he'd still be on injured reserve. I truly believe that in my heart.
And the release could have come, even without the Christmas travel dispute.
Yeah.
It could have come yesterday anyway. It might have come yesterday anyway.
Well, and the salary cap always has some say in what goes on. The guarantees on his contract were up. They will eat, and I got this clarified, the $5.8 million left on the prorated signing bonus next year because there's a deadline when you can designate June 1, right?
Okay.
So now they got to do that next year. And then they have to account for his $58,800 per game bonus. He got 8 games of that. Mm-hmm. They'll have to account for $407,000 next year for that. But they are out on his base salary that was $14.5 million.
So,
and they say $58,800 for the last game that he doesn't play.
So, are you saying that they can still designate him a post June 1st?
No, they cannot. They cannot. The deadline, you got to do that before June 1st, right? This is just like a release. So, and he, that last game, he's not guaranteed the base salary. So somebody can pick him up, but they got to pick up the bonus thing, and then if they pick him up off waivers, they inherit his last 3 seasons on the contract.
And I think the key on the dead cap
money,
okay,
right,
is you can't just do it at the end of this season where it doesn't affect you next year.
Right.
There's rules against that where it's too late in the year for you to do that.
Yeah,
and so that's why it goes on next year.
The only time it would affect you this year is if you traded the guy.
Okay.
And then the proration immediately goes into...
And so that basically the deadline is on that then is midway of the season.
And when trade deadline's gone.
Because all teams would be doing that. They'd be cutting players. If you've got space in your salary cap,
right?
I mean, I'm looking at yesterday.
You absorb it now, right?
$20 million in space. Just cut him now,
right?
In fact, you cut all of them now. Just let it sit on this year's cap. We don't need it anymore. Anyway, all right, we got more Mick shots coming up in just a moment.
There you go, Christopher.
Thanks, Chris.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Cowboys Nation, Tom Gibson has been named your 2025 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan for his dedication to the game and spicing up the team, which I said that backwards. Thank you very much. Vote to Tom to be named the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year at NFL.com/Fan of the Year.
All right, this is our final segment of the year for Mick Shots. And we have a game on Sunday. We'll have our picks at the end of this segment, our picks to click. But first, we did not go over our picks to click in the last game, and I feel like it was a disservice to our audience that we did not point out that one of us selected Malik Davis as the pick to click in that game on Christmas Day.
Did I do that?
I don't believe it was you, and I don't believe it was Everson, and I don't believe it was Heckma. But one of us said Malik Davis is the pick to click, and I do see today that Heckma has picked Malik Davis to be his pick to click in the season finale against the Giants. So I just wanted to point that out. And the 104 yards rushing from Malik Davis, one of us picked him as the pick to click.
I don't see that. I don't see that.
Because you weren't here.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't see that at all. I missed that one.
All right, Mickey.
You know what I saw until there was 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game. Mm-hmm. Somebody picked the score 30-20. And then the Cowboys played the clock and let them drive down and kick a field goal. I had it right on the head.
Wow. Well, so you did have it right.
I did.
You had it right, and the game was too long.
they just messed it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Since you were patting yourself on the back.
I did not. I didn't even mention myself. All right. Some closing comments before your picks to click. What are you thinking? All that crap in front of you, a legal pad and all that.
You know what I
You gotta
figured
come
out?
up with something.
Here's a stat for you. The cornerbacks on this team, and Jerry addressed it yesterday about this is something we have to address in the offseason. They had a total between Bridges, Bland, Butler, Carson, Elam, Diggs, and Revel, 55 games missed. 55.
Wow.
And everybody wants to know, well, what happened with the cornerbacks? Well, too many of them weren't there. Butler was out on IR the whole time, 16 games.
He could play Sunday.
He could. Elam.
That might be my pick.
Elam ended up, when they released him, he missed 7 games. Diggs will now have missed 9. Revel, 9. Carson, 8. And now Bland will miss his 5th.
And keep in mind the 8 that Diggs played in, he was the lowest rated cornerback in coverage in the league. Opposing quarterbacks have the highest passer rating in the league, which was the stat I threw out yesterday, 156.3.
And he only started 6 games.
And Deron Bland played on a bad foot all year.
Right. So, Bridges missed 1, but he was active on special teams.
And I did have a chance to listen to all of Jerry yesterday on the radio, and he went a good 25 minutes on 105.3 The Fan. And I'm wondering I think he's going to give Eberflus a fair shot.
I thought so too. That was my impression.
But I
he
think
kept
the
saying
national
it's not
perspective,
just one person.
The national perspective is there's going to be a change made and so forth. But if you listen to Jerry yesterday, you leave that conversation thinking Eberflus has a shot at coming back. Decent shot.
Did you like the ending part?
Maybe I didn't hear it all the way to the end.
When they asked him, I can't remember if we talked about it yesterday or not.
About gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk.
We did.
Yes, we did talk about the gold. Yeah.
The gold miners.
Yeah.
With swinging the pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to keep swinging the pick.
All right, fellas. I'm ready to go.
We got to pick a score for this game.
Got to pick a score for this game.
And we don't know who's playing or how long.
I bet the one I'm picking, I know he's playing.
Oh, okay.
Reading through the lines of what Shotty just said, that Dak will start the game, emphasis on start
Saw
the
that,
game.
right? You heard that, huh?
I don't think Dak is finishing the game.
He is not finishing this game.
No, he may not finish the first quarter.
He might not. No, he might not. All right, so look, it's an easy game. Easy game to pick. It's going to be 24-17 Cowboys. My guy who is definitely going to play, he's going to have 2 touchdowns. And I met his mother and his auntie and one of their friends at the Q&A.
Yes.
Flournoy.
Yes.
Ryan Flournoy.
He's going to have 2 touchdowns.
You think he's healthy enough to play?
I think he is.
Okay.
And he's ready
got inside info from his mother.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
And they have some beautiful women, by the way.
They were great.
Women.
I went and talked to them afterwards.
They're so much fun. So much fun.
We talked about all the places we all knew growing up.
And I was honest with her. I told her I'd been dogging her son a little bit. She gave me the little, hey, watch out now. So she was cool people.
24-17, Ryan Flournoy.
24-17, Flournoy, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
How about 23-20 Cowboys? And I am going to go with Jaden Blue.
What?
Jaden Blue.
Wow.
Even if I don't know that he's going to play or not, right?
You're really confused.
You're thinking
with
Javante's
this
going to
whole-
be inactive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're going to have
Blue and Davis.
Malik Davis.
Are they choosing between Blue and Maffa?
They all might be active.
Okay.
Depending on how many injured and supposed
Lipke's
injured
healthy,
guys
right?
that don't play. Yeah. But, Malik Davis had the eye injury.
Right.
Diggs isn't playing.
Right.
And they got an open roster
But you got
spot.
Lamb and Pickens playing.
Yeah, I do.
Do they just play as long as Dak plays?
Yes.
Okay. You got to have enough wide receivers to play the game, so Illinois better be healthy if he's going to be active.
Illinois, Tolbert, Turpin,
Big man.
Mingo.
and Mingo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
All right.
I bet Ferguson, he was hurt when he left the game. I don't know if he plays.
Oh, and by the way, they lost a practice squad tight end to Arizona. Rivaldo Fairweather was picked off.
He was good.
I thought you were going to tell me Princeton Fant.
No, it was Rivaldo Fairweather was picked up by Arizona. A lot of Fairweather fans in there.
Pick your game.
We were waiting for that.
Well, I mean, come on, man. But he still carried. The timing was still something that to be desired. I'm sorry. So sorry.
So that was going to be my pick.
Yeah, right.
My pick.
Well, you can get.
I want to pick
Ford.
Josh Butler as my pick.
I'm shocked that you're not picking someone I thought you'd pick.
No. I said I want to pick Josh Butler.
Okay.
But I'm going to pick Joe Milton is the pick to click. Well, who do you think I was going to go with?
Lipke.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on. That's his guy.
my guy.
And he's been balling.
He has been.
He's been balling.
Yep.
Yeah. Every time he runs I'm like,
Big green notebook was right again.
No one took Turpin.
no one took that.
So Joe Milton's my pick to click. And
score.
let's go with another 30 burger.
30 burger.
Oh.
That'll be the 10th of the season for this team. They're at 9 right now.
That set a record.
So what?
31. Well, the first time these two teams played, it was 40-37.
Right.
So let's go 40. I'll go 40.
Okay.
Overtime.
Cowboys win 40-37 again in overtime.
Oh,
there you go. Just almost like the home opener. The season finale will be just like the home opener.
That's fun.
With the different quarterback leading the way.
And Milton's the man.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart's got 9 rushing touchdowns.
I didn't know that, but I knew he can run the football.
And you will appreciate this if I memorized it correctly. Only 2 quarterbacks in Giants history had more rushing touchdowns as a rookie.
Eli Manning.
Now, Daniel Jones.
Okay, that makes sense.
You're not going to get this one. In 1961, Billy Kilmer
was a giant.
Wow.
He had more. So he had
anybody in the league.
In the league.
Oh,
Yeah,
not at the Giants.
Not the Giants.
Okay.
In the league. Yeah.
Wasn't he a tailback at UCLA?
Kilmer was the man.
Yeah.
Kilmer could scramble back in the day.
And in Giants,
it still looked bad.
In college,
Giants history.
It just didn't look pretty.
Did he play tailback in college?
I don't.
Okay, I had it wrong. In Giants history, okay, it was Jackson Dart with 9.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones with 7. And how about this one? Charlie Connerly with 5.
I could see that.
In the NFL, rookie quarterbacks, rushing touchdowns, Cam Newton 14, Billy Kilmer 10, and Jackson Dart 9.
Wow.
How about that?
Billy Kilmer, man.
Billy Kilmer and Charlie Connerly.
He had ugly form, but he got there. He got it done.
So anyway,
there is some lingering controversy over exactly which position Billy Kilmer played in college. His Hall of Fame plaque lists him as a halfback and says he played tailback in UCLA's single wing formation. So apparently other sources list him as a quarterback.
Well, he probably put that out. He probably put the tailback thing out.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good for his resume.
Yeah.
Billy Kilmer was done before you got there. Yeah.
Hart. Hart was not done, though.
Jim Hart.
Jim Hart.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Sonny Jurgensen was done, too.
Yes, he was gone.
He was calling the games.
Now, Stabler. No. Come on. Stanford. Number 16, Raiders.
Oh,
Plunkett.
Plunkett.
He got me.
He got you?
Yeah, he got me.
Okay.
He got me.
All right. How long did Billy Kilmer play?
17.
17 years,
Yeah,
you
I
think?
it was 17 years.
What was his number?
I know it was his number, but I think it was 17 years.
All right, let's see. I got it right here. He played with the Niners first, 1961 through 78 with Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So he was with the Niners, the Saints, and then Washington from 61 through 78. So 18 years.
So
let's say 17.
So the story
over a span of 17
Yeah,
years, 18 seasons over 17.
The story Cliff Harris told me on Billy Kilmer then had to be true when they were getting ready to play. They were playing him, and evidently, like Friday night before the game, Kilmer got pulled over for a DWI charge, right? Mm-hmm. And Cliff told me the story that they're in the game. He's coming up to the line of scrimmage to blitz. Kilmer's in the snap count, and he looks up and he goes, "Cliff, give me a GD break." He goes, "I got the police after me, and now you're going to come after me." Hot.
That's a good one.
And Cliff said, "I froze."
That's funny.
And that's an ender for 2025. Anyone who had Billy Kilmer as the last person, 86-year-old Billy Kilmer as the last person.
Still alive.
Yes, he's still alive.
That's all right.
86-year-old Billy Kilmer, the last person we talk about on
Only
Mick
here
Shots.
on Mick Shots.
That's right. All right. Thank you very much, Producer Supreme, and Happy New Year to one and all. We'll shout at you Monday, Victory Monday at 11 a.m.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?